2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Travellers Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement these two will generate.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
Looking really good.
That's outstanding. What a putt.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Okay, as we move along, it's Lexi Thompson on top of the standings here. The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a putt bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
Lovely effort, that. Wonderfully played. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Lexi Thompson currently in the lead as we head to the next tee. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dogleg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left. And there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
Oh, well played. Time for the second shot into the third.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. 4 feet to the cup. A well holed, he'll take the birdie.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Currently at -3 for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The par 4 fourth runs back in the opposite direction, Rich, and you've really got to be able to hit your drive well.
Difficult driving hole indeed. You must hit it down the left-hand side to have any chance of knocking it on in two, as there's some massive trees down the right-hand side that can block you out. This green is not very wide. It's narrow, it's long, it's difficult to find.
Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. Oh, that was a beauty. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The par 3 fifth is no snack either, particularly at the distance of 230.
That's its only defense here, Luke. The green is fairly flat, has a couple of bunkers up there surrounding it, but to be fair, at 230 yards, it's a pretty simple, straightforward, long par 3.
Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Nicely done. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a great stroke. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And one of America's finest, Lexi Thompson, currently leads this tournament. The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill, Rich, players should be enticed to go for this green in 2.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
sitting at -4. And here we are with the third shot. Putting for birdie. This one started out on a good line. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. This second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
Well, that's a handy shot. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. Currently -5. This is one of those great ball striking displays, fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Looking really good, this one. Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands, a good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's return to live play now. It's just about 3 feet away. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich. But recently, players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
The lines aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Nicely done.
And this putt to move into the top 20.
This one's looking good.
Oh, what a super shot. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. As we make the turn, it's always good to reflect on what we've seen out there so far. Rich?
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Good looking shot this. Playing from 110 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Oh, this wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
And this putt to move into the top 10. This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Well, that's a nice line. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Rich, the 12th, a par 4 measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
Pretty good shot there.
Second shot here on the 12th.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
This putt to get to 10 under par.
This for a birdie run.
That was a gallant attempt. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He finds himself in a share of 11th. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make.
Looking better.
For eagle. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Currently 11 under par for the round. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Around 110 yards to go.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Okay, that'll work. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Go in. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Why not take another look at that effort?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Okay, time to return to the action. And as we check the standings, Lexi Thompson currently holds top spot. TPC River Highlands has a number of gettable holes, but how fascinating is this drivable par 4 15th?
This hole is feast or famine for most players. Any tee shot that is missed a little bit to the left will go chasing into the water. Any tee shots that are bailed out to the right, now you've got a difficult proposition you're faced with. You have to hit a pitch shot, a delicate pitch shot, to a green that sits well above you, but also runs away from you towards the water. What a par 4 this is indeed.
That's a high-quality recovery shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, a great par 3 this one, 16, all over the pond.
The difficulty with this tee shot, Luke, is the green is a lot smaller than what it looks. Difficult to get a tee shot close to any pin position out there. Center of the green is just dandy.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. What's in front of them, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Ouch, that hurts. That'll sting a bit. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And down she goes. And following that effort, this player currently sits in second, behind Lexi Thompson. .17, Rich, an elevated tee shot. It's a fun one, but it's less than driver.
Players obviously want to avoid the water on the right. However, you don't want to bail too far left and find that fairway bunker because your next shot is all over water. Players must stand on this tee committed to the shot at hand. You find the fairway. The second shot is intimidating because it's all over water. The green pitches from back to front towards the water, so be mindful of your spin.
Good shot there, Beamer. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here. This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Yes, they've made it. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. And the final hole at TPC River Highlands. If you've got a low score on the board, you really want to capitalise with a great tee shot here.
Tee shot should be favored down the right-hand side. The first fairway bunker over on the right is really no bother for all the players. The one on the left can collect a few errant tee shots. Second shot back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that's just begging for you to go flag hunting.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here at the 18th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work.